guess who's back? Well, technically I haven't been gone, I've just been making videos on my Instagram. But anyways, I've decided to move my weekly IGTV episodes onto my YouTube channel. I want to focus more on growing my YouTube channel, you know, and I also kind of miss shooting in 16:9 and not 9:16. Before we get into the video, I'd like for you guys to click that subscribe button because I'll be uploading weekly every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on this channel. And yeah, enough of that, let's just get into the video. So in this video, we're gonna talk a little bit about different ways to light a scene by just using one light, and also how to alter the color of the light in post-production to create different moods. So the lighting that you see in these two photographs, I used one Quasar Science 4-foot tungsten tube. So this is the Quasar Science tube. I used this in the two photographs that you've seen right now. And I believe you can get these in 2-foot, and you can also get the daylight version of it. Right now I'm using the tungsten version of it to light up this video. But yeah, you can get different variants of this light: 4-foot, 2-foot, daylight, and tungsten. Alright, so without further ado, let's dive into the first lighting setup. The first lighting setup that we have here is called flat lighting. This is my least favorite lighting setup because it's super boring, it's not interesting at all, there's no contrast on the face, it's boring, yo. But you might use it in different scenarios that, I don't know, maybe you might use it somehow. Next is rebrand lighting. This is putting your light source at a 45-degree angle, creating like a triangular shaped shadow on the opposite of your subject's face. Next lighting setup is called split lighting. This is where you put the light completely on the side of your subject, creating a really harsh contrast ratio. The fourth setup is top-down lighting. This is light coming from above the subject, and it's really tricky to get sometimes because you need to use stands and booms and whatever just to get that light from above, but it's really cool. I like that lighting setup. And lastly, butterfly lighting. This is similar to top-down lighting, but this time you'll be moving your light a little bit forward or away from the subject. This creates less shadows and making it a little less moody. And the name of this lighting setup actually comes from the shadow that is created under your nose. It's shaped like a butterfly or some shit. And those are the 5 different ways to light a scene by just using one light. Now that you've taken your picture with that one light, I'm gonna show you now in Photoshop how you can change that color of light to create different moods or whatever you want to do with it. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, now that you have your picture up and open in Photoshop, what you want to do is head over down here and click on the gradient map. So this is where you're gonna create the look and the color. And then after you've clicked on this bar right here. And then this is where you're gonna add certain colors that you want in the picture. So as you can see now, it's a bit yellow, it's weird. So just click on this one over here and then just head over down. I think I'm gonna go for like that Blade Runner look again. It's not gonna be perfect, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just gonna go for that look again. Okay, like that. And then you can also change the color in the shadows also. So this is the shadow size. So you click here and then let's add a little bit of like some red, but not too red though. Yeah, not too red. So now that I have my basic look, what I like to do is I like coming down here and adding a curves layer just to balance out the image a bit and add a little bit of a contrast. Deepen out the shadows and maybe take out the highlights a little bit. And then yeah, it's a wrap, yo. That's it. It's as easy as that. And yeah, that's it for this week's episode. I'll be doing more of these episodes weekly, so please like and subscribe. And also drop a comment below if you have any questions. I'll try to reply them as quick as possible. And yeah, see you guys next week, Tuesday.
Whoa, looking at my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa, mommy, look at me. Oh, I'm killing it. Whoa, swinging side to side.